Alright guys, welcome back. If it's your first time watching, welcome. Check out the playlist. That's in the top right corner, the first, few seconds of the video. It'll take you to the playlist of what I've already done. What am I doing actually? Hold on, let me turn the fan off. There we go. Alright. What am I doing actually? I'm doing a read through of the NIV translation of the Bible in the NIV translation specifically, and yeah, we're walking through Genesis right now, and we're doing Genesis. Well, today I'm going to be reading Genesis 22 and just giving any general thoughts about anything that happened like recently or in my life or anything like, or maybe in the chapter, or if I think of anything that I think that's worth noting about any other passage of the Bible. I will probably say that before I end the video. So yeah. Let's get into it. Genesis chapter 22. Alright. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. Then God said, "Take your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains I will tell you about." Early the next morning, Abraham got up and saddled his donkey. He took with him two of his servants and his son Isaac. When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, he set out for the place God had told him about. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servants, "Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship and then we will come back to you." Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac, and he himself carried the fire and the knife. As the two of them went on together, Isaac spoke up and said to his father Abraham, "Father?" "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The fire and the wood are here," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham answered, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." And the two of them went on together. When they reached the place God had told him about, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. He bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham!" "Here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," he said. "Do not do anything to him. But now I know that you fear God because you've not withheld from me your son, your only son." Abraham looked up, and there in a thicket he saw a ram caught by its horns. He went over and took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering instead of his son. So Abraham called that place, "The Lord will provide." And to this day it is said, "On the mountain of the Lord it will be provided." The angel of the Lord called to Abraham from heaven a second time and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me." Then Abraham returned to his servants, and they set off together for Beersheba, and Abraham stayed in Beersheba. Sometime later, Abraham was told, "Milcah is also a mother. She has borne sons to your brother Nahor. Who was the firstborn? Buz, his brother, Kemuel, the father of Aram, Kesed, Hazo, Pildash, Jildal, and Bethuel. Bethuel became the father of Rebekah. Milcah bore these 8 sons to Abraham's brother Nahor. His concubine, whose name was Rumah, also had sons, Teba, Gaham, Tahash, and Makah. Alright. That was chapter 22. It's another short one. Supposedly the next chapter is going to be about the death of Sarah. And I think Sarah is Abraham's wife, I think, if I remember correctly. And I haven't read that one yet myself, but at the time of this recording. But it'll be interesting. The only way I know it all is because I have like a student Bible. It's like it says student Bible on there. Very helpful, like I've mentioned before. It has headings and stuff like that breaks up the different topics and gives some organization and stuff. That's one of the helpful things that this Bible has. It also has the insights and footnotes and introduction to each book. I really do think that it's really good. It's just really helpful and stuff like that. It's been really helpful to me so far. I didn't know anything about when I read Romans. I read the Romans. I didn't know anything about that. I was like, well, I didn't know anything about the context. But because of the insight, I know that it was written by the Apostle Paul, to appeal to the Romans and stuff like that. And in Corinthians, Paul was writing the letter to Corinthians and stuff like that. And it gives you insight, and stuff like that. And it'll even ask you, it has live questions and stuff. And it's very helpful, very helpful. I don't think you can get new copies of these anymore. My specific one, because the last copyright listed is 1978, I think. Let me look. 1984. Oh, what an interesting year. 1984, Georgia Orwell. Anyway, there is a newer version of it, a different cover, and I don't know what the difference is. But my grandma just sent me this one. It seemed pretty new, or at least in pretty good condition. With all the track reading program wasn't marked out. You see, you got the track reading program right there. You got 3 of them with the various lengths. I'm on I finished track 1 and 2. I'm on 3 now and stuff. But anyway, check out the playlist if you want, and I'll catch you in the next one for Genesis chapter 23.